Red 2 standing by, all for lit, and in the green. Welcome back to Mario Party 2, or more accurately, welcome to Mario Party 2. I suppose it is kind of welcome back because I did do an AI festival, but Mario Party 2 is going to be played out differently because I've put self-imposed rules on myself for each board. So we're going to have 6 different ways to play that will mix things up from the typical Mario Party and hopefully make this a little bit more fun. For the first board, which will be Pirate Land as you've seen, my objective is to lose to the AI. So, I'm probably going to keep the same characters around. Oh, let's put DK in there. But I might change things as well. So the AI is going to be on easy. I have to pursue the stars so that I can't just wander away from them because that would make it too easy. I'm putting bonus stars off for the time being. But basically, I do have to actively pursue the stars, and if I do get to a star, I have to buy one. I have to spin a roulette wheel, which you'll probably see in the corner. I think I've put it on the top right in my editing. If I have to throw a minigame, or I can win it, because if I could just throw the minigames, it would be way too easy. So I've basically got a lot of little self-imposed rules on myself to actually make it a challenge to lose to these crumbs. Basically, I have to pursue the stars and I have to buy them if I get them. I have to decide whether or not I throw minigames. I can use items to avoid stars, but that's the only way I can do it. I also have to steal with Boo if I encounter Boo. I can't just hoard skeleton keys, I can use those, and I also can't dump all my money into the Thwomp, because I found out that you can pay over 100 coins if you want to the Thwomp toll, screw everybody else over and leave yourself bankrupt. But yeah, basically I've got a lot of limitations that make it a bit trickier for me to lose. So we'll see how it all fares. The rules are maybe a little bit nebulous, but I will at least try. Maybe I'll have a better introduction, but we'll see. I'm sort of winging it in terms of the introduction, but let's see. First star is very close. So these are 35 turns again, 7 turns per episode, in keeping with my usual structure. And Boat Toad makes a very suggestive action there. I was third with an 8, I just realised. That sucks. Okay, now I do need to change the settings. Okay, they're good. Save settings, saved after every turn as insurance. Message speed is going to be fast, and away we go. So I'm seeing what happens without bonus stars. Alright, right in the middle of everyone. So, good, slow start. And we've got an item game already. I will speed these things up. Oh, Bowser Bomb early. And straight away Mario failed, which we're probably going to see. Now, my minigame wheel is about to spin. It's 50-50, but I put plenty of wedges for each one. It's spinning for 6 seconds. So, do we throw or do we go? Go! I have to try and win the minigame and I need to see if I can mute that. Give me a moment. But then again, I don't think the mic's picking it up. The setup makes a bit... So, I do have to try and win this minigame. Try to hit the moving targets with your arrows, knock down all 3 rivals to win. So we just move left and right and try not to get trapped. Mario's not really that smart, but Peach is also boxing me in. now I have a little more room to move, you idiots! Look, that was... I really could not move. And yeah, DK, well, that's a good result. See, that one, when you're on your own, it's very tricky because you have to deal with the other blockheads on your team. Now, I will try and win, but there wasn't much I could do about that one. So, I haven't got around to doing Mario Party 2 seriously, but it's the game I really wanted to... I wanted to bring it to the channel in a different way, because I thought, well, Mario Party 2 has been a favourite, and I've done 1, 4, 3, 5, and DS. I'm thinking of revisiting DS, honestly. 6... Because I did like the DS project, but I might just change it up a little bit. Oh, I've got Bowser. Well, this could be good. Or it could be bad. But yeah, Mario Party 2, it's generally regarded as a gigantic jump in quality from Mario Party 1, which is good, but it's... Oh, Bowser's coin potluck. Mario got screwed over. And the economy has crashed. Well, I'm broke. That's where I want to be. Good old impoverished Luigi. And Mario just lands on the bank. Oh, Mario gets the star next turn. That's a good situation for me. Bowl over. What do we got? Hold on a moment. Go bowling with a Koopa shell. You win if you knock down all your bowling pin rivals. Throw! I can lose this mini-game. Now, the issue is that in the first game, this wasn't very good because you got to bowl once, the team of 3 just had to avoid you, and... Oh, wait, I'm Luigi. Ah, yeah, so I have to throw this. Got a ball. What happens if I let time run out? So I'm going to let time run out because I'm legitimately curious. So yeah, bowl over in the first game. The one person bowled 1 shell and you could get coins. You didn't suffer if you lost. They are trying to get themselves hit. There was no way for the 3 players to actually get coins. They could lose 5 coins. Oh, you automatically bowl. There we go. So yeah, this is drastically improved, but it can still be pretty simple for the one person. Of course, if you knock down 2 in the first roll, it's very easy to actually hit the one person. If you only wind up knocking down 1 person, then the team of 2 really shouldn't... Well, the team of 3 really shouldn't be beaten. But quite a lot of minigames actually came back from Mario Party 1, just improved. Which isn't too bad, because this is sort of like... It's like they took a mulligan. They decided to go again and actually try and improve it. Honestly, what do we got now? Shy Guy Says, which admittedly I'm not very good at. Well, gotta try and win this one. This one's a bit finicky. Alright, gotta focus. Embarrassingly, I did lose this one quite a few times. DK's out. But yeah, this minigame, I will talk about it a little more later on. Peach is out. But yeah, you can see my flags clipping. That's terrible. Oh, it didn't respond. So yeah, you see why I'm terrible? Because I keep waiting for Shy Guy to do a double bluff. I'm like, okay, let's observe him carefully and see what he does. And then it backfires on me because he does a single bluff, and the timer is a lot less forgiving in this game compared to the original. Like, when you're getting sent out to sea to drown in Mario Party 1, it's way more forgiving. So, trust me, I'm actually trying to win, it's just I wind up overthinking because I expect one thing, and then it doesn't quite work. So, like, by the time my brain has processed, oh, this isn't actually a double bluff, I've screwed myself over. We're on turn 4, yeah. But yeah, so this is a rule. I can't just throw all my money away, but I can. I've got 4 moves left. I missed the battle space, but there's nothing saying I can't. So they're optional, but there's nothing saying I can't squander my money at Baby Bowser. Interestingly, there's something I found out. I've never seen that! So yeah, that is mandatory. Sushi does transfer you regardless, but honestly, I'd never seen that, but apparently, if you get the Bowser suit and go by Baby Bowser, then you can actually wind up getting all the coins that Baby Bowser has gathered. Which is pretty interesting. I genuinely didn't know about that particular mechanic. So Mario's got the lead, that's good. So far, so good. I've stitched myself up in all the mini-games, sadly. The first one wasn't my fault, admittedly. But we've got Honeycomb Havoc, and I do have to try and win this. Of course, Honeycomb Havoc is actually very hard to win. Because you have to try and figure out what the AI is going to do at any given moment, and that's dangerous. Because they can quite easily screw me over here. Peach kills me or DK. Alright, DK's dead. Yeah, there is a trick to managing it, but it's also very difficult because the AI is kind of unpredictable. Okay, so if I go for 1 here, I think I'm safe. Because, yeah, the worst they can do. So Mario goes for 2, which I think has screwed him over. Peach goes for 2, I go for 1, and Mario loses. Now I have to try and trick Peach into having the dilemma of 3 remaining. 7 remaining, so if I go... I think I go 2. That gives us 5 remaining. Ah, so if I hit 1 here... Good. I actually won that. It's a surprisingly strategic game. I mean, it's a bit janky, but yeah. They really, really did improve a lot from the original. So many of the mini-games have been polished and wound up a lot better. It's a significant improvement, a massive jump in quality, and yeah, it's just all around better. It's one of the most memorable games, and it really defined the series as we know it. It's a very good and generally very fair party game, I would have to say. I think it did set a very good tone for the entire adventure. Now, I'd probably opine... Oh, did I get the bank? with nothing in it. Yeah, now that's the thing. I'd opine that Mario Party 1 is the embodiment of chaos. It's just pure ridiculous jank, and that in its own way is very effective. What do we got? Throw. Well, I'm going with what the wheel says. I'm also keeping an eye on my recording because occasionally, like, the microphone is a bit old and I need a new one and I probably need a new laptop. So I can actually just sort of stand around, but I can also try and jump onto the rope when I feel like it. There we go. So that does screw me out of getting the star, but that's kind of the point. So far, this is going suspiciously easy. And I'm back in last, so that star being really close and having such a bad run in minigames, that's kind of advantageous. But there's also a Bowser space, and if there's Bowser Communism, I could be in a bit of trouble. Bowser Communism is on the wheel. Well. Is it going to be enough? Oh, no! Communism has screwed me over and I have to buy a star now! That's not a sentence people would get. Oh, no. Well, it depends on what Peach does. So who's she going... Ah, good. She's stolen from... Okay, I think I've just gone from one communism and a boo. I've gone from last to first. I mean, that's absurd. Item game will fast forward through this. Okay, and there we do see one of the little problems that pops up with Mario Party. At least, well, Mario Party 2. Now, the big problem is that since everybody only has one item, and I do have to buy the star, I can't just say no because that would make it too easy. And yeah, you can kind of tell that Toad is just a sprite. So, that's the thing. The plunder chest in Mario Party 2 is significantly overpowered because you can only hold one item. It means that nobody else wants to get an item because the plunder chest is so strong. This is turn 6, right? Yeah, because being able to steal somebody's item... Alright, now I've got the item game. Alright, well, what I want to do is keep an eye on the skeleton key because that's the worst case scenario for Peach. Okay, back left. But yeah, see, if I chose anything else, apart from Baby Bowser, those are still really good items. The warp block might help, it might not. But the skeleton key is generally a bit more limited. The plunder chest being so powerful, especially if you get a rare item, is an issue. The interesting thing is that you can also use the item you steal with the plunder chest on the same turn. The minigame wheel spins, and... Sky Pilots, we can throw this one! Well, I'm getting fairly lucky. Now, there was another rule. I think that's given me 2 throws in a row. What I was going to do is implement a rule where if I get 3 in a row of one, the next minigame is the opposite. So if the next spin is throw, I have to go on the minigame after that. So I'm steering. I do kind of want to win with my bro. But how badly can I screw this up? Oh, it's not quite plane controls. Where's the cannon? Fly directly at the cannon. That's not good. I have run into a problem. Alright, good. Now we're stuck. Mario can do that as long as he wants. I can sit here and do nothing. And see how long it takes the other two idiots to wind up getting there. Oh, they actually dodged a cannonball. Rightio. Well, they're already well outside the record. They've actually dodged it. It's interesting that they don't actually make you slip past the tower. You can just sort of sit there. You can just fly into the tower of the wing cap, and yeah, you get to throw the minigame. Mario is still in first by 1 coin, though. This is fantastic. This is exactly as silly as I thought it was going to be. I've still wound up in second. So Peach... There, if that was a magic lamp, Peach could use that if she had enough coins, which she does, and there would not be a thing I could do about it. This was an improvement in Mario Party 3, where you could have 3 items, and you couldn't use the item you stole. You could choose the person you targeted, but you couldn't choose which item, which was very good. Oh, I was hoping for chance time. That was quite something. If you got the rare item, the barter box, then you could actually choose who you swapped your inventory with. Alright, it's go. That's good. And it's bobsled run, which I genuinely like, but I'm not good at mashing. I've always liked bobsled run. I'm terrible at the button mashing start, like even the AI is better at button mashing than I am. But we've got a much better course, the easier to use boosters, a little shortcut. It's still not super challenging, just as long as you're a little bit careful. I think Peach is handling the majority of the steering, but if you get off to an early lead, it's still pretty easy to keep yourself ahead. So we're wrapping up part 1 with some racing. Alright, bring it round, and if we can make the tight turn, that's good. They missed the booster. It is, of course, possible to drive off the edge. Just be careful through this bit. We have a pretty commanding lead, honestly. Bring it round. We want to push for the record. I always want to take that turn a little tight, though I chickened out. Now, the AI generally isn't going to fall off this track. They're not going to fall off any tracks as far as I know. But it's interesting that the ending is sort of a void. And just the other characters just randomly get catapulted into the abyss. At least they crashed in a shed at the end of it. And I end part 1 in first. Wait, what? Behold! The puke suit! The mother of all... Oh, yeah, that's right. The water's poisonous.